who will assist them, answer questions, also be there for the emotional support, which is important because many converts, time they convert, they become overwhelmed and they lack a support structure. And some people leave Islam because of that.
But overwhelmed in what way? I mean, is there a lot of people have pressures from their families after they accept Islam?
Even me. You know, I still have problems. My family, my dad thinks I was brainwashed. And they say, what's that on your head? And take that off. So alhamdulillah, I feel myself strongly established in Islam, but I know when I became Muslim, trying to learn just the prayer, this was overwhelming and many facets. So we're also providing with our center a 12-week program with a curriculum, and we have the guidance of the scholars. So we have the 12-week session. Our first class will begin in November in New York, and we're currently based serving the tri-state area, which is New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania, and inshallah if we can expand. So we're providing the technical information, the Aqidah, the fiqh, fasting, prayer, to get the new Muslims started and established, and also providing the emotional support, which is a really unique facet of our organization.
Right.
So we're so excited.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
But just about Muslim women in America, what do you think are the major issues now facing Muslim women here in America?
That's a good question. Of course, Muslims in general struggle with many issues. For myself, as a Muslim, I feel I came into Islam from the back door. What really drew me in was the stories of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and how Islam is so applicable to our daily life. It's so modern and it's so progressive, which the non-Muslims, they often think the opposite. They think, oh, we're oppressed and subjugated, where it's really just the opposite. So as for women, a big struggle, of course, women all over the world have is hijab. So that's a big struggle. So once I overcame that, I'm wearing hijab now for 2 years, alhamdulillah, and I'm actually a teacher. I teach in a public school in New Jersey. And I was hired with hijab. So I was excited. I'm the only Muslim teacher in my school, and of course the only hijabi. So
do the kids ask you questions about it?
They do. Of course, here in America, we have this strict separation of church and state. So we're not really permitted to talk religion in school, per se. We can't preach in the school. Students, of course, will ask some questions. So I do answer questions, and the faculty especially. Because as for Americans, the hijab is always the biggest thing. What you have in your heart, the people can't see, or they think, okay, I was raised as a Catholic. So our basic thing of treating people how you want to be treated is the basic thing. What's most visible with Islam is the outward, the prayer, the wudu, also the fasting. These are things that the Americans who are non-Muslim are confused. So I get, of course, a lot of questions anywhere I go, and people are shocked time they see white skin. Especially if I speak to people on the telephone, like for college. So they speak to me, they see my name, Lisa Barnes, so they already formed an image in their minds of who is Lisa Barnes. And time I walk in the room, of course, you see the shock on their face. So it is a struggle, but alhamdulillah, we're Muslim. That's the important thing. So we're here to provide that support. And also, I feel Muslims themselves can learn a lot by dealing with the converts. Perhaps can renew some of that excitement within them about being Muslim.
Alhamdulillah. Well, Sister Lisa, thank you very much for your time. Inshallah, Allah increase you in your efforts to fill that void that the Muslims have after coming to Islam. Assalamu alaikum.
And salam to everyone in Saudi Arabia, and inshallah, I'll come there again someday. Thank you. Shukran.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
I'm here with my brother in Islam, Ibrahim Hooper, who is the Director of Communications for the Council on American Islamic Relations. So this is something which has become very important and prominent these days, because unfortunately there are a lot of issues of